A boy's quarter trying to make a break for it. On a bicycle, of all things. Can you believe it? A bicycle!
Hold on. What's wrong with a bicycle?
Their two-wheeled accidents is what they are. Bicycle mortality rates are 300% higher than cars, you know. Tell you what, detective. Let me hook you up with my car dealer. It's about time you got rid of that old rickety bicycle of yours.
Another time, Chief. Let's solve this murder first.
Suit yourself, detective. I must warn you, detective. She's a willy sort. Could trick you into thinking the world's a tortoise if you aren't careful.
I don't mean to brag, but I think I've handled enough of these no-gooders that nothing they do could possibly surprise me. It's you.
What was that, ma'am?
That woman. I've seen her.
Detective Lena. Don't believe you've met. My name's Rachel Sparks.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. As pleasurable as it can be given the circumstances.
I do believe so. It's not every day one gets to meet the great Detective Lena.
Oh, I'm sure whatever people are saying, that
Grossly fabricated?
Enough of this bluster. In case you haven't realized, Miss Sparks, you're the one in custody here. I suggest you deliberate your next words very carefully.
Oh, right. Chloe, tell me about the suspect.
I didn't realize it was customary to do research of the suspect in front of them.
She's a bartender at Buddy's. Says here our victim and her friends are frequent patronizers of the bar over the weekend. Apparently, she's also studying for a part-time degree at the university. Maybe she has a connection to the victim?
Ah, yes. Tell me, Miss Sparks, what do you know of Mr. Borstek?
I didn't kill him if that's what you're asking.
And yet, it is highly suspicious of you to decide to skip town the morning the victim was murdered. Tell me, Miss Sparks, what drove you to...
It's all her fault! That promiscuous tramp. She sunk her claws into my dear Nicholas and did as she pleased. I was the one who made her happy. I was the one, not her. Wouldn't that be convenient? Your little mystery packaged all nice and neat, handed to you on a silver platter.
That is enough, Miss Sparks.
Miss Sparks, could you be so kind as to explain what you're talking about?
A jaded mistress taking the life of her lover, choosing between the pain of letting him go or being together with him in death. Doesn't this seem a little bit too cliché to you, detective? We only need to jump a few scenes ahead in time before we find ourselves at the conclusion of a good old Romeo and Juliet story. Reality is not convenient, but deception is. What if I were to tell you that there was something bigger than all of us? A conspiracy that could destroy this whole town?
If you think you are alone, check if your cover has blown, for there is someone at watch seeking to make you pray. Maybe you should think of reasons why the crime rate's always sky high, or wonder why. Maybe I should tell you reasons why your plans are always failing, your hands seem tied. should probably look around and see. As the mafia infiltrates your ranks, please look around and be as careful you can be. They are everywhere. Look closely, they're there, just there. Trust no one, for they're the mafia, wanting to remove you from the ranks. Please hide yourself and be as careful you can be. They are everywhere. Look closely, they're there, right there. Ooh, is this review sending chills down your spine? Ooh, does this make you appear like a bear in a cage? The devil's always watching. There is no way you're escaping unless you join me in this plan. The road that you must carry is to put your trust in all three of us. We will bring the peace back to you, for you. No need to doubt our allegiance, for we will always be standing by you. The fall of the mafia will be our aim, like you.
Lena, you can't seriously be considering her offer. No offense, but there's clearly more than a few screws loose in that mind of hers.
I'd have to agree with your sidekick.
Sidekick?
Can't trust her. Could lead us straight into a gang ambush. We can't risk it.
But if what she says is true, the roots of evil could be much more widespread than we've thought. She's not wrong. It seems like every week there's a new crime to be solved.
Every town's like this. The world's a lawless place, and we're the only ones standing in the way of it.
Then, shouldn't we at least see where this leads? The ownerless body, corruption, a shadowy criminal syndicate. This is much bigger than anything we've dealt with. This could be the reason for everything.
You're wasting your time, detective. I already told you that girl was Willie. All that rubbish about a mafia. Nothing but the ravings of a woman who's popped one too many pills. Let me handle this. Me and my boys will get to the bottom of this madness.
No.
No?
No. I think we should pursue this lead. It's an interesting lead in a perplexing case, and it stands to reveal something much greater about crime in town.
If I may, Chief, the detective and I could pursue this lead, see where this woman takes us. Meanwhile, you could look around for any additional clues or loose ends about this murder. We'll be in full contact throughout, so we'll let you know if anything unexpected happens.
Full contact at all times. Understood? Can't risk anything happening to our celebrity over here.
Well, come along, Chloe. Let's see if we can scrunch up any more clues about this secret crime syndicate.
Yes, right away, ma'am.
Aren't you coming along, Chief?
No, y'all two go on ahead. I want to have a few more words with the nut job. Check a story for any inconsistencies.
I can explain.
Stop. I want everyone in this room right now. Right freaking now.
So,
No, just shut up. You had one purpose. A singular, uncomplicated role to play. Act the role of the spiteful mistress. Take a day or two to occupy Lena and lead her on a murder mystery. That was the plan. That was your fundamental purpose here. And yet, how is it that you've managed to take us adrift so far off course that not only is Lena on the very cusp of finding out who we are, we now have to fabricate an entirely new plot to take Lena through. And the rest of you, a light, a freaking light. I want the person in charge of the equipment up here now. Did that person suffer from a sudden case of dementia? Get up here now!
I was.
You? Is this going to happen again?
No, sir. I swear it was a freak accident.
Good! Because you're fired! Get off my set now! Whatever your reason is, it had better be a good one.
Sir, if I may, we all know ratings have been declining. We all know the show has seen better days. Better budget, better promotions. The emergence of those freedom fanatics wanting to save your star Lena hasn't helped either. Disapproval of the show has been at an all-time high. But that's not why people aren't watching. People aren't watching because it's become boring. 25 years. 25 years of the non-stop broadcast of the exploits of Detective Lena. There's only so many types of crime we can cover before we've run out of ideas, and frankly, we've reached that point. So, you've created something no one else could have ever dreamed of. Let me help you preserve that. The Mafia and its danger are an all too familiar characteristic with what we're really doing. The threat is greater than ever because it's not only just to Lena, but to the very existence of the show itself. People watch because there's tension, and what better way to create tension than to have very real consequences?
Things are not as pristine as it was. The bright lights, the showbiz, its endless praise. But now it is just a forgotten memory. Could this be our last chance to succeed? Are people just so complacent that my work is just so easy? They protest that it's inhumane. But they do not see that this is how our lives are meant to be. Sneak peek into my reality. showbiz industry. Where is mine, your beautiful fantasy? All the passion of love and all the crime and pain, or just works of a genius brain? Listen to our story, it's the best by far. Watch your dearest Lena live like a star. Look, your life's a dream as far as I can see. You can be anyone you wanna be. Another slip, another fall, and then our ratings begin to crawl. Well, why can't all of you just try to understand a situation? No more room for error, no more second chances I can give. All that I've done was just fulfill our destiny. Don't wanna watch the show close down. I don't wanna see that this is all that we have. So pull your socks up and give our best to the crowd, standing all tall and proud. There's not another show around. I think that it'll truly be a shame to see our show go unfound, to see your jobs go down, not a single word or sound. The room's too twice, it's time to realize we'll soon will be the ones to pay the price. Let's all do our part, keep the curtains up. This is our Lena show. Come on, dance with me, we'll build a perfect show for people. One where they laugh, cheer and cry with all their friends. Then the credits roll, and then they go home and do it all again. This is the Lena show, and I'm glad you're all on board. Let's create a future, one where we are all friends. Let's put our hands together for the best time of our lives, for the final show of our lives. Wanna watch the show goes down. Don't wanna think that this is all that we have. So we go best to the crowd, and we'll be standing all tall and proud. There's not another show around. I think that it'll truly be a shame that it might never start again, that all we've been through was in vain. So take my advice, just to be precise. This is our one and only perfect paradise. So let's all do our part, keep the curtains up. This is our fantasy. So let's all do our part, keep the curtains up. This is our Lena show.
We'll give your idea a shot. But if anything goes wrong, it's on your head. Well, there you have it, people. Back to work. We've got a lot to work on. No more surprises.
Lena, I still don't think this is such a good idea.
Oh, calm down, Chloe. Haven't you heard of the phrase, if the thing was gained, you had to explore?
It's nothing ventured, nothing gained, Lena. But this time, don't you think it seems as if we are way in over our heads?
Have some faith, Chloe. If anything happens, I'll get us out of it.
Right.
Quiet down, the two of you. We're here. All clear. We'll hide behind those crates when the meeting starts. Hey, hotshot. Mind backing up a little bit? I can literally feel your breath.
Just shut up, criminal.
So, detective, what else do you get up to?
The only one up to something here is you, I believe.
I meant your hobbies. Can't always be solving murders and tracking down criminals.
Never thought about it. I guess most of my time is spent being a detective. I don't really get up too much. I do like cycling though. Incredibly underrated. I suggest you try it once all this is over.
You mean in my tiny prison cell with just enough room for a bed and a toilet? I'll think about it.
I'm sure the judge will grant you some leniency. If our information is correct and we catch these mafia leaders, I'll personally ensure your freedom.
Freedom. Ask me, detective,
Ask you what?
if I chose this life.
Did you choose this life?
It always seemed like a natural fit for me. Something I was born to do. My destiny, if you want to be dramatic.
Your destiny is to be a criminal.
We're all sinners, detective. Just me more so than most. Truth be told, I thought this would be the opportunity of a lifetime. Only a precious few get to participate in something so monumental. The eyes of the world watching you. But then the sunshine and rainbows start fading away. The weight of your sins at the back of your mind, now haunting your every waking moment. Some get over it, say it's just what it is, but not me. There are those who watch and those who act. I'm an actor. I choose how this plays out. Me. Not some nameless entity from above or the whisperings below. Just me.
What are you talking about?
Like it or not, I did choose this life. But the future hasn't been written yet. The Mafia members are here. Let's wait for them to settle down before we jump them.
Hey man, what are you even doing here, man? I could be back home watching the game.
Stop whining. You know what you signed up for. Anyways, once the boss is here, we can finally get out of this place.
Still can't believe it's finally happening after all those years of work.
Yeah, me either. But hey, sometimes miracles do happen.
Guess they do. Say, how much longer do we have to wait?
I guess, right about now.
Chloe! Back off! Don't make me shoot!
We won't fight around since passing a police detective exam. Besides, even if we did, it won't work. Sorry about this, Lena.